Hello, I'm Rico Cavella. Welcome to this episode of Fearless Aging, where in every episode, my guests and I, we strive to offer you proven tips and strategies that you can implement immediately to greatly improve your overall health and well-being. So we're here to inspire you and empower you to become your best self so you can go out and make a bigger positive impact in the world. And so today is a special show today. My co-host and I have a co-host today. He's my partner named John Jew. Say hello, John.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Thanks for being here, John. So we're doing a special show today that's entitled America's Wellness Revolution. It's about transforming America's health epidemic, which is something that we're both really concerned about, and we want to make a difference in that. So this is going to be a special show all about what's going on with our health and what you can do right now to help us turn this around. So, John, read what our mission statement is.
Gladly. Our mission is to empower elders 60 and over to achieve optimal mental, physical, and financial health, enabling them to live longer, healthier lives while sharing their wisdom to mentor younger generations and help solve today's global challenges.
Yes, that's our mission, and that's something that we're both uh, so concerned about and so involved with because this is something that we really need to get going. So, before John really tells you really more about really what's going on and what the problem is and how we're going to solve this and why it's such an important thing that we can actually make it happen, I want to give you some stunning facts just to kind of get it. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I want to give you a few facts that'll just really make this message come home, and you'll see what the difference is. A recent survey of older adults revealed that over 75% of them said they're totally dissatisfied with our healthcare system, which is really a sick care system. It's not a health or preventive care system at all, and they're dissatisfied with the related services, and they feel that it doesn't reflect how they want to live as they age. And this is a really sad one. America only ranks 68 in the world in terms of health span. Now, health span is it's how long you can stay healthy as when you're alive, which is really important. We never know how long we're going to live, where our lifespan is, but we want to be healthy and energetic, right, John? As long as we're alive. So that's a sad situation. We only rank 68th in the world, and also there's another statistic that says that the average American has at least 13 years where they've lost a lot of their health and they're not healthy and all they're doing is trying to get well and they're concerned about maybe ending up into a nursing home. So that means right now for men, our life expectancy is only 76. And so if you take away 13 years, that means most Americans are only healthy up until about 60 or 63. That's got to change because science has now told us that our genetic potential is to stay healthy to 125. 125, not 60. So we got to change that around. A couple more things here. Did you know that at least 50% of elders are taking or have at least one chronic ailment and are taking 4 drugs or more? And that over here's another one that really is going to blow your mind. Over 400,000 people die every year from overdoses of medications, wrong medications, from the treatment that they get in hospitals and all the infections that you can catch. So being in the hospital now is actually the third leading cause of death in the United States. What is wrong with this picture? We've got to change this around. And here's one more thing, John. I mean, you're the one who actually told me about this. Uh, One of the latest studies that there's 5 things that 95% of the people over 70 are unable to do. Number one, they can't walk continually for 30 minutes. They can't balance on one leg for even 10 seconds. You're supposed to be able to balance for at least 30 seconds. And they can't get up off the floor unassisted. They can't just get up by themselves off the floor. They can't lift even 25 pounds off the floor. And they're not, talk about this, John. You'll talk about this now. And they're not living their life on purpose or intentional. That's really sad. So John, you really expressed this so well, and really you have a heartfelt way of expressing this. So tell us about how your feelings about all this.
Yeah, thanks, Rico. And my feelings on this is we are all surrounded by elders who are not healthy, as well as our younger population are almost, going in that, they are going in that direction too. And what we've done with our society is we've normalized that. We have normalized that as when you get older, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it's expected that you feel like crap. It's expected that you're sick and tired. It's expected that you're on a number of medications and that it's only going to get worse. And that is the sad truth about, and I challenge anybody to think differently, because that is, I don't know what, 98% of our population. As we age, the things that we've done manifest to a point where it's normal, it's normalized, and it does not have to be that way.
Yeah, it's no question. It's a sad situation, and you and I talk about this a lot. It's not just affecting the life and in the productivity of our elder population, but as we say, we need more elders to stay healthy, so they can give back their knowledge and wisdom to help solve all the monumental challenges that we are facing as humanity. And also, we didn't briefly mention it, we need more mentors and role models for younger people, which we're sadly missing these days. So this is a critical situation. And the other thing is, we want to stress right away too, is that this is not just affecting our elder population; it's really affecting the children. We know so many people who are really concerned about their parents, right, John, who are not aging well. And also, I think it's important to say, if as we get older and we get sick and can't even care for ourselves, we're putting a real burden on our children. That's not right, So it's a serious situation that you and I we're committed to make it to turn this around.
Yes, and I'd like to really get into it a little bit more as far as where we are going with all this. And, we can promote throughout this whole talk, we can promote that we do have steps. We do have action steps that are easy to take, because we can just reverse engineer, like you and my health, Rico, is exceptional. And we're in the top whatever percent, 2%, of healthy, that we can do these things at 70, 80, and 90 years old. And what we can do with our masterclass that we're coming up with, and we're going to give you promotion materials on that. We're going to give you the date, June 7th, at and we'll give you all the details. But what this masterclass is about, it's the easiest steps to know what the first step is to, and the first step is to change your mindset, to know that as you age, and even your family is taking care of you, as you age, you can actually think that you can reverse that. This is quite a concept, but it's very easy and it works. And that's what Rico and I are all about. Our biological ages are probably half of what our age is. Me being 75, Rico being 82, his biological age is in the 30s. Mine is too. So that's what can happen, is a mindset shift to say, hey, we can actually get better rather than worse. And we will have the easiest, most proven way with the leading edge technology. And for our group, our age group, us baby boomers, technology is something new and foreign, but we can make it really easy, because technology is where it's at right now, how we can really accelerate the process and get better. So stay tuned for that, because it's all about the mindset shift that you can do that's going to help you go on the right path.
Yeah, that's exactly right, John. So we're not here to just let you know about all the problems where we are. We've got the solutions for you. So what we came up with is we're creating a movement. We're creating a national master plan for healthy aging. And it's going to begin with our new, John mentioned, our new 90-minute master class, which is coming up on June 7th. It's entitled America's Wellness Revolution. We're starting a revolution, John. And,
Yeah.
and it's about transforming America's health epidemic. And we can do that, and we're going to do it. We need your help to get involved. So again, it's going to be on June 7th, and we'll give you that details, and we'll give you how you can register for it in the show description. So this is really going about redefining what life can be about at every stage in your life. And so what it's going to be doing, we're really going to give you, it's going to be a master class, but it's going to be a workshop as well. I've been teaching my ageless living lifestyle, for developing and teaching and living it for over 30 years. And I have a workshop that's based on what we're going to be giving you today. And so you're actually going to get a copy for the people who register, a copy of my main book, which is called Ageless Living. It's really a workbook where we go through all the areas like John talked about: your mindset, your mental emotional state, how to get clarity on what's really important in your life, and then and go through the nutrition and the exercise, the sleep, all the things we know that you can easily begin to change in your life to greatly affect how well you can age and how long you can live and how much more energy and health you can have. So you're going to get to actually develop your own personal program as we go through this master class. So it's going to be invaluable, the information that we're going to give you. And so, John, also let's talk about who this master class is for. It's not only for elders who are facing these challenges and maybe already are concerned about ending up in a nursing home or not doing very well, but it's also for their children. We know so many people, right, John, that say they're concerned about already their parents. They're not doing too well, and they don't want to see them going downhill. They don't want to see them end up in a nursing home. So talk a little bit more about that.
Yes. And what we're really offering, and we will give you the steps in our masterclass, is something that is probably so inherent, so important. Our God given gift is why we are on this planet to begin with. And for most, the largest percentage of elders actually, and I'm going to speak directly to the truth, is they don't have a clue because of their awareness is at a point where all they can do is think about their next day of just their next doctor's appointment or what their health is about, because that is a major distraction for finding out what your purpose is about. And we will guide you along that too. That's a really, I would say that, Rico, is our biggest bonus that we are going to be offering. It's almost priceless, is to not only understand how your health is so important for all of our lives, how our health is number one priority. Without your health, you got nothing. You got
Yeah,
nothing. And
yeah,
and it's so important for us to really be able to get this message out to the point where people will understand that health is important. And then you can take it to the next step. Why are you on this planet? Is it to be full of medications? Is it to be sick and tired?
yeah.
Is it to be, feel like crap? No, it's not. It's to be able to make a difference for others, to serve others in such a way that you can be your optimal best self. And by doing that, number one is your health, and number two is to discover why you are on this planet, and we can help you.
Yeah, let me just add to that, John. Is I know you and I both feel this way, and of course many other people as well. That we're all here with a divine purpose. Like I say, we're not here to just exist and get by and have a little bit of fun, and then just get old and sick and die. That's not the reason that we were put here. We're here with a divine purpose. I feel is to learn how to live together in peace on this planet with each, and we haven't done a very good job of that so far. But one of the things that's holding us back from doing that is because we're all getting old and sick and like I say, dying way too young. Because it takes doesn't it take a long time for us to really acquire this wisdom and knowledge, but then you're not able to to move forward with it or make a difference in the world because you're concerned about your health and you're sick and you're not healthy and not energetic. So that's one of the biggest problems that we have. So we're going to turn that around so people can stay healthy and energetic all their life and live their divine purpose. And then also, we're all here with individual talents and abilities. We all have different purposes how we can serve others and use our abilities and talents to make a difference in the world. So that's really what it's about. The deeper meaning of all this. But once again, isn't it true, John? I mean, everybody knows how important their health is, and everybody wants to be healthy and energetic, but they've just bought into this mainstream narrative that that's just the way it is, and that's what our medical system, unfortunately, is all about the money, right? The big pharma wants to keep people on their medications and keep people sick because that's how they make all their money. If we offer something that's going to keep people well, it's going to put big pharma out of business, and that's one of our mission points too, right?
Yeah. And just to speak a little bit further on the importance of each one of us as we age, what's happening is our health, yeah, they think it's going to decline, but what really declines is your computer center, your brain. That's what is, what's happening there is your brain is going to a place where it's getting unhealthier. And there's a lot of things that are with your body, and your brain obviously is part of your body. And when that goes out, or when that starts to go into decline, that's when you're basically losing it all, and you're going down a path that is really, really detrimental, not only to yourself, but to your family and to your, you know, and to your community. Is when you take individual responsibility for your brain getting better. And it can. You can actually, we have tools, and we will share those in our masterclass, that your computer center, your brain is so important to better health. And we can take you down there, down that path. And it's all about getting to your heart, and to knowing that that's how we are all designed. That's the human design, is through your brain, through your body, going to your heart and sharing your heart and your love for others. And in my case, I'll give it to you straight up, is I have two examples that I want to, that people can relate to. Number one, it's my golf game. My golf game is a metaphor for life, and my golf game is such that I've been playing golf for so as long as I have, and it's actually getting better. It's getting, because I am physically fit to be able to do the things that I haven't done in the past. When I'm a pretty decent golfer, and what I haven't really taken a hold of is the mental part of the game. My mental capacity is getting better. It's getting stronger. So I can physically do the things I did when I was in my 30s, but I can also mentally think better. So my golf game is getting better. Same thing for what's really important to me as I drill down to my purpose. And this is, so relevant to so many of you out there, is that the purpose that I have for my life is to be able to share my heart and my love with my grandkids,
Mhm.
or my kids, or my loved ones, whatever way you want to look at it. So you're not a burden to them, but what you are is you're an enlightenment to them. You are a full of wisdom, full of knowledge, that you can share yourself, your heart with them in such a way that it's a benefit, of great benefit to all. And that's the way we were designed.
Yeah, well said, John. And yeah, you want to be a model. We want to be a model for our children and our grandchildren, for younger people. And again, we don't have very few of those models today. So that's another big reason. And also, I just want to also talk about, when John was talking about the brain health, all this dementia and Alzheimer's that we're so concerned about these days. That shouldn't be, that is not, it may be normal right now, but it's not natural. So that's another big thing that we can turn around. It's primarily, like all these illnesses that we're concerned about, are primarily lifestyle illnesses. And there's so many things now we can do easily to change our lifestyle. And that's what we're going to teach you in this master class. We're going to show you. Here's something I want to let you know about. We're doing good on time here, John. We have time. So here's the thing. I've kind of boiled this whole down, my whole ageless living lifestyle wellness system, down to what I call the 7 essentials of life. We have to use, like John said, we have to have our brain power. We got to use our brain to think. We have to breathe. We have to drink water. We have to eat food. We have to eliminate the waste products. We have to move our body. We have to get rest and relaxation, and we have to have fun and enjoy our life. So these are all things that you're already doing just to stay alive, but we're never taught how to master them. So it's not going to take that much more time. It's not that difficult. It's just learning how to do the things you're already doing in a much better way that's going to serve you much better. So that's why I just can't wait to do this class for you, because we're going to give you information that's going to be life changing for you. But it's not complicated. It's not difficult. It's going to be all things. It's going to be easy to incorporate into your busy schedule. So I mean, I'm doing it. John's doing it. My clients have been doing it for years. So we know that you can do it as well. And I just want to add, John was talking about, what I love to do is inline skate, commonly called rollerblading. And so a lot of people, you can go rollerblading. Yeah, why not? Again, it's all about, we don't want you to live by your age. What's your age got to do with it? It's not a matter of your age. It's how well you've cared for your mind and your body. So at any age, John and I are committed. We want to be able to do whatever we want to do. No matter, doesn't matter what your age is, right? Doesn't matter what your age is at all. So, and I play drums in a rock and roll band, takes a lot of energy playing drums. I can play drums for 3 or 4 hours in a row. So again, we just want you to know that It's easy. It's quite possible for everybody to live their best self and do whatever they want to do all of your life. That's what we want to see people able to do. Because isn't it sad to see people not able to do what they really wish they could be doing? And it's that's why we're so committed to make this happen. So,
Yeah,
John, let's talk a little bit about more about now about the master class. There is going to be a very low fee, and the reason we're charging a fee is because we found in the past when you offer something free, a lot of people will sign up for it, but then they don't show up because they go, oh, maybe I should go do this because they didn't. You don't have any skin in the game, right? So if you don't pay any something, it's too easy to put it off and not attend. So this bachelor class is just for people who are really committed and understand what we're talking about. And emphasize with us and want to join with us, and they want to do it for themselves and for their children. And so we're gonna there's a very small fee, but also all the bonuses that we're gonna give you are well worth way more than the fee to join us. Plus, the information in the master class it's invaluable. You can't put a price on that.
yeah. What we are offering is just massive value for what we have to offer. Just to give you another preview is what Rico, what you just talked about is the bonuses. And we have a bonus that is going to actually give you an opportunity. If you can see it and we can see it in you, because that's what we're here for, is for you. And what we can see in that is that we have an opportunity for you to define who you are as a person as you get healthier, as you move in that mind shift direction that says, it's going to open up doors for you. It's going to open up doors that you never thought possible. And what we will eventually lead you to, and it's up to you to do this and take it as far as you can, but we will give you all the tools, is to be able to define your why, your purpose for why you're here. And it's not, your purpose is not to be in, I'll just randomly choose my situation, which is to be as good as I can be to my grandkids and to play with them and to wrestle with them instead of them pushing me around in a wheelchair or spoon feeding me. Those are the kind of things that I want to avoid. And that's happening to a majority of our population. So we will give you tools, we will give you bonuses and resources. And what Rico and I will do is we're going to give you some things that are so relatable. Rico is a tremendous example of great movement at his biological age. His age is that he can do inline skating. He can do all these fitness things that are, once you practice them and put them into play, they're easy to do because it makes you
Yeah.
feel so good. And having that good feeling is very contagious and very habitual. So those are the things that we're going to offer you. I would highly recommend that this masterclass is a life-changing event.
Yeah, it will be. So be sure and tell all your friends. And I say once again, we really want to reach people who are younger people who are concerned about their parents, but also you need to be concerned about yourself. You don't want to end up getting old and sick and dying way too young either, right? Absolutely not. One more thing I want to mention too, another real bonus that we're offering. There's a bunch of really valuable bonuses, but we are going to have a VIP that you can sign up for, which is just a little bit more. And our VIP stands for very inspired persons. So people who are really inspired, we're also going to give you after the master class or another day, we're going to have a private Q&A session where you can come on and you can get some private coaching. You can tell us about what challenges you're having and what questions you may have about what you learned in the master class. So that's going to be another thing. It's invaluable. So we're just going to offer you some massive value, and we just want you to come. You got to show up. It's only going to be 90 minutes of your time. You can do this. It's going to be on a Saturday morning on the West Coast, and maybe around 1 o'clock or so on the East Coast. So, any last things you want to say, John?
Yeah, just to add on to your massive value of what we're offering here, Rico, it's actually, the massive value is so good that it's priceless. Your health is priceless, and when you understand that it's something that money cannot buy, you have to put the work in because you've done the work for the last whatever number age you are to put you where you are today, and to know that that can actually change in a very quick time because the human design is And this is the concept that we're teaching, is that it's all within you, that you can get healthier, you can get better, because God has given whatever your higher power is, everything that you need to heal and to feel better about yourself is not only right here, but it's also in your body throughout. That your cellular design and the way it works is that we can show
Yeah,
you all the tools to get those activated.
absolutely well said, John. We're just about out of time, so I like to always end all of my shows with Einstein saying that knowledge without action is useless. So we're always here to give you some good knowledge and wisdom, but you got to take action on it. So we really urge you to sign up, register for our master class. Uh, the link to register will be in the show notes. Thanks everybody for being here.
Thank you, everybody.